Howdy folks, Jambareeqi here, and today I went to go and see Dreamworks' newest animated feature, The Boss Baby. Now in The Boss Baby, a little boy called Timmy is very happy because he's spoilt, as he is an only child, and his parents want to play games with him all the time and give him lots of attention. That is until he gets a baby brother, but this isn't any ordinary baby, no, this is the Boss Baby, a baby who wears a suit and carries a briefcase. Why? Well, he's a businessman who works at a company called Babycorp, a corporation in charge of looking after babies and baby-orientated things. The Boss Baby's mission is to make sure that puppies don't become more popular than babies. So Timmy reluctantly decides to help the Boss Baby on his mission just so that he can get rid of him. When I first saw the trailers for this movie, it looked fake. It looked like the kind of made-up movie you would see advertised on the Simpsons television box set. It just looked so stupid, so asinine, that you would actually think, are they really going with this idea? But what do you know? It's real, it exists, it's currently in UK cinemas, and I had a chance to sit through it. So what do I think of it now that I've actually watched it? Well, it's pretty damn weird. It really is quite possibly the strangest Dreamworks film ever. Why? Well, because the movie goes to extra lengths to fully explain why a baby businessman actually exists, why Babycorp exists, how can it logically exist. It tries to explain everything. For starters, the only reason why babies forget about Babycorp is because the only way they can remember is by sucking a pacifier from Babycorp. Once that pacifier is taken away from them, they forget about Babycorp. And how do the business people working at Babycorp stay babies? They drink a formula that keeps them young forever. What the fuck are you smoking, Dreamworks? I mean, there's filling in the plot holes, and then there's overthinking the details. What? What did I see? There's so many parts of this film where I was starting to feel uncomfortable because I just thought, what are you doing, Dreamworks? What is this? What am I looking at? What? A major problem with this film is that it wants to tell two vastly different life lessons at the same time. On the one hand, it wants to address what it's like for siblings to accept having a new, younger sibling, which is a very common and accessible situation for kids. But at the same time, it's wanting to address how you shouldn't let business take over your life, how you shouldn't let career dominate everything, and you should also enjoy play, enjoy imagination, enjoy having fun. Now, sure, you could argue that it's a good way of addressing problems to both children and parents in the audience. It's giving something for everyone. But it doesn't work because they're very different life lessons, and the movie is wanting to address them all at once and ends up smooshing them together, creating this Frankenstein life lesson that is baffling to really think about. So yeah, this movie's pretty weird, but do you want to know something even weirder? I kind of like this film. Yeah. I know it's strange, I know it's dumb. I know that it's a really silly idea for a film, and I know that it's one joke stretched out into a feature. The whole idea of a baby businessman. That is something that's only going to be funny for about 30 seconds. That is a sketch, not a plot. But the film has so much heart. I kind of liked it. It does have something there. I think what carries it is the chemistry between Boss Baby and Timmy. There is something there. They have this brotherly bond throughout the movie. They can argue and bicker, but they also do have a bit of a connection. They can have a laugh. They can chill out. They can have a bit of a cuddle. They are real siblings, in a way. And I kind of like these characters. Timmy is always trying to be imaginative. He's always trying to apply some kind of fantasy to any kind of situation so that he can handle it or make it more fun, which is what kids often do. And because of this, the movie creates these really colourful fantasy sequences that makes the film quite entertaining. While Boss Baby himself is pretty much a one-joke idea, I do like how enthusiastic he is about business and how he gets really excited about it. And I think it's because I like characters that can find a passion in something that's relatively boring. I think that's why I like the character of Hank Hill. Hank Hill is a kind of guy who loves lawn mowing and I don't know, doing DIY, just everyday kind of stuff. He sees that as a passionate hobby, and I think I can think the same about the Boss Baby. Plus, the film actually managed to make me laugh a few times, more than twice, which is my usual rule of working out whether a comedy is good. Yeah, it managed to make me laugh a few times. Not boisterous laughs, just regular kind of I'm slightly amused kind of laughs, but laughs nonetheless. Yes, some of the biggest comedic set pieces are in the trailer, but the film does still offer quite a few decent laughs. I think my favourite scene has to be a part where Boss Baby and Timmy get on a plane to Las Vegas and they come across all these Elvis impersonators, and when they talk, they have subtitles. I found that kind of funny. I found that kind of amusing. I feel as if that I underestimated this film. Not by much, don't get me wrong, but I still underestimated it. I was expecting this ghastly film that would make me suffer, that would drain me. A film that would have the same kind of experience as, say, Shark Tale or Trolls, but I didn't have that kind of experience, no. I managed to get through the film. I found it mildly amusing. I'm going to admit that this film was a slight guilty pleasure for me. I'm gonna have a hard time defending it because it's not great. So the question now is, will you like it? Am I on my own, or will you share the same kind of reaction? Well, if I'm going to be frank, I will admit that there's a high chance I'm going to be in the minority. I'm going to completely understand if people are going to hate this movie. I'm going to struggle to defend this film. That's the thing about guilty pleasures. Anyway, I've been Jambareeqi and I hope you enjoyed this review. Feel free to support me on my Patreon. Cheerio, folks.